So the 2002 Honda CRV, also known as the RD4. What don't I like about it? Granted, some of these things will just be nitpicks, something that doesn't really matter, something that can be upgraded or changed. But as I've received the car in its relatively stock form, these are probably the biggest drawbacks I don't like about the 2002 model. One, most noticeably, is the stereo. The factory speakers are quite small. Even though they're 6.5 inch, the driver on it is that tiny that they have no audio range. So they definitely sound very flat and muffled. The hatch itself on the back, I find it opens up too far. So if I open the window up to reach in to grab something, I've got to be on my tippy toes. I am close to 6 feet, so anyone smaller has got no chance of reaching anything in the bottom, reaching up and over. But if I open the tailgate, it swings it open. It almost needs to have a multi-stage lock. So for example, you open it up, it should get hopefully about half open and then kind of have a little lock-in point there, and then you can fully swing it open. So you have multiple positions, where in reality it just swings up all the way and then usually swings back and clamps you between the back of the car and the hatch itself, which is not really nice. Another thing is I put on my wipers. Fast is not fast. So right now, that's on flat out, which for me, it feels like a lower, slower speed. What else? Putting my kids in the rear of the car, in the back seat. Being 6 foot, and my kids are around the age of between 2 and 4, that physically lifting them up to put them in their booster seat, I normally hit, or a few times have hit them on the actual roof of the car. Not intentionally, just accidentally. But I believe that's just because I've got the sports model with the sunroof. So the headlining in the back is lower to accommodate the sunroof. Power-wise, it's not really there. It's a 2.4 litre K24A1, which is the base model of the K24s. You put your foot down, it revs to 5 grand and doesn't really make much more power after that. Granted, this is the automatic that I'm using. Would be curious to see how the manual goes in comparison. But if you're buying it for Honda VTEC, then you're going to be sorely disappointed. The seats themselves in the front are fine, not really any nitpick there. But it's mainly the hatch on the back, the boot, the speakers, the wiper blade speed. Apart from that, it's mostly fairly standard, with not really many other complaints. The speakers, or the doors, are fine. Steering's fine. Pretty much everything else is fine from there. Anyway, that will do for today with my nitpicks.